Good Thursday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Thursday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Thursday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. But if we scroll on up here towards the MRMS, you can see that we don't really have too much going on here as well. We do have some rain going on off the coast of North Carolina, as well as some snow going on up here inside New York, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and some rain and snow activity going on inside Tennessee, Arkansas, the Dakotas as well, and then even up there inside of Montana, getting some snow as we move on over here towards the west. The west, not really much going on over there. Moving on over to our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is actually kind of heavy. I mean, you do have some clouds moving through the Midlands of South Carolina, also the western PD region, also maybe some up there inside the upstate as well. Very kind of scattered clouds in the low country as well. But right now, that's just what the cloud cover is like. And if you go over to our cloud cover for the future, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. And as we go on and push through to tomorrow morning cloud cover for the low country, PD region, Midlands, and as you move into tomorrow night, for our Friday night, upstate probably getting some clouds, and then maybe even some clouds off the coast of the PD region going into our Friday night. Then moving into Saturday morning right here, not really much here, and then as you move into Saturday night, a lot of clouds probably will try to move in as we get through our Saturday night. Current temperatures right now 34 in Columbia, as well as 30 in Winsboro and Newberry, 32 in Greenwood, as well as 28 in Anderson and Greenville, and even Rock Hill. 30 in Bennettsville, 25 inside of Loris, 26 in Myrtle Beach, 23 in Georgetown, 28 in Moncks Corner, 26 in Walterboro, as well as 26 inside of Charleston, 26 inside of Beaufort, 28 inside of Fairfax, 34 in Augusta, 32 in Edgefield, 30 in Barnwell, and 25 inside of Somerville. And then moving into your low temperatures, around 20 inside of Greenville, 20 inside of Spartanburg, 19 inside of Rock Hill, as well as 22 in Girard, 20 in Dillon, 24 in Myrtle Beach, 21 in Georgetown, 19 in Kingstree, 22 in Moncks Corner, as well as 27 in Somerville, 25 inside of Charleston, 20 in Walterboro, 26 in Hilton Head Island, 23 in Aiken, as well as 21 in Barnwell, 22 in Orangeburg. Looking at your rain index for the amount of rain or your precipitation that you can see, no precipitation is expected for the next 12 hours. So from now until around 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday, no precipitation is expected. As you go on to our future, and when I say future, I just mean the next 48 or so hours. So here it is right here. As you go on and push this forward through tonight, going into tomorrow, not really looking for anything past that. And then as you go all the way through to around 7 o'clock in the morning, still not looking for anything major. So no rain expected for like the next 30 to 40 hours, so we're good. So now let's go on and talk about our future. Our future. So the next 400 or so hours, let's go on and check it out. Time is in the top right corner of your screen. As you go in and push this forward, there is a high pressure that will be taking over the state of South Carolina as we get into around the 25th, as well as we continue through. There's the 27th right there. Some rain goes on and pushes through, and then as you continue to push forward, January the 30th. Some shower activity is possible, low country, PD region, and even the southern Midlands as well. And then as you go on through around January the 31st, there goes that rain and shower activity that we're watching for. And then it's maybe looking for some type of winter weather as you go into the upstate of South Carolina, but nothing for like the low country, PD region, maybe the northern Midlands, but low country, PD region probably not. Maybe some severe weather, but that's all that I can see from that system itself. And then this little system at around February the 6th, but it's a bit too far out to talk about, so we're not going to question it much. So let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Mr. Oliver says, good evening. Cold day at my house. Still snow on the grass and ice on top of the pond. Hope the roads are clear tomorrow. Uh, just talking about the low country of South Carolina here. But they definitely will not get better. I think by tomorrow morning it's definitely going to refreeze again. So it's going to be bad again tomorrow morning. And then as you go on into the afternoon and evening time, I think it could potentially get better through there. But tomorrow morning for sure, everything's going to refreeze again, and the roads will probably be just like they kind of were this morning, but maybe a little bit better. But overall, it's gonna refreeze again tonight as it's already 24 degrees, so everything's freezing back up already. That says getting just it's warming back up here in Central Texas, and it will warm up inside of South Carolina again. It might take around maybe like a week or so, but the temperatures in South Carolina. Speaking of warming up, it will warm back up here in South Carolina. We'll talk about that in the next couple of days. Mr. Anthony says, good evening, weatherman. Good evening to you. My cousin Cheryl says, good evening, weatherman. Hope you are staying warm. It's colder in Philly, but thank God we are all right. I'm listening at work. Keep up the great work. Love you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for your comment. And Trail says, hi, just hello to you. And that's it. So I don't see anything else. You can even see on my screen there's nothing else to read. So let's go on and move on to San Antonio and Raleigh. So moving on down here. There is no rain really expected for San Antonio as you move through the next 40 or so hours. And as you move over here towards Raleigh, North Carolina, no rain expected for Raleigh either. And if you go on over here to our temperatures, let's check out our temperature right now. Low, high, low temperatures for both locations. Let's start off with Raleigh first. But first, let's check out the likes. We have 9 people in here watching, 11 people in here watching, and only 10 likes. We've had 14 people tune in so far. So if you're one of the other 4 people to not hit the like button, make sure that you go on and do that, as it is free, and I put in a lot of effort into this stuff. Low temperatures tonight around 26. High temperatures tomorrow 42. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 26. And other than that, that's pretty much it. And then if you scroll our way over to to San Antonio, you do have low temperatures tonight around 31. High temperatures tomorrow 58. Low temperatures tomorrow night 33. And that's about all you're going to get right there. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So moving on over here to just the regular radar again. Talk about the news just and what's going on throughout the entire United States. You still have a Clipper system that will track across the northern tier of the country through Friday. Snow showers, a few squalls are expected for the northern plains and Rockies inside of Montana. With lake effect snow downwind of the Great Lakes in New York. Dry conditions and gusty winds continue for Southern California with trends of some wet weather arriving this weekend, so maybe a bit of relief this weekend for them. An atmospheric river event will impact Alaska with heavy precipitation and gusty winds. We also do have cold weather advisories out for the low country of South Carolina. That is mainly for temperatures as low as 15 to 20 degrees from midnight all the way to 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So that's for the low country of South Carolina. And then the PD region of South Carolina as well has some special weather statements up that is mainly for melting ice and black ice as well, which is something that you probably need to talk about as well. Black ice is out there on the road, ice that you can't really see. So if you do have to drive tonight or going into tomorrow morning, rather that be for work or you're going just somewhere that's important, make sure that you are careful out there and not speeding at 100 miles an hour in a 50. And then you do have freeze warnings out for Georgia, southeastern Alabama, and Florida. Have freeze warnings out, meaning that it will freeze down there. Definitely something that they're not used to. But they did just get almost 10 inches of snow, so I guess that makes sense. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully everyone enjoyed the live stream tonight. Don't really see anything else. Terrell just says icicle. I'm not quite sure what that means, but you can explain that to me. I'll be here for about another 5 minutes or so. And I will be back tomorrow morning with your Friday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.
How, 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 how. How, 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 how.